Right. Well, everyone, thanks so much for coming out. I hope, there we go. So I'm one of the co-founders of Canopy Labs. We've got our CTO and our digital strategist, Sammy and Jorge here as well. And what I wanted to talk about today is the future of marketing automation and digital marketing as a whole. How many of you work within the marketing space? Just raise your hands. All right, about maybe 30 or 40%. I'm very curious to see if you'll hate us or love us by the end of this presentation. Our goal is basically to take a few different trends that we've started noticing within the industry and essentially automate them. One of the things that we've been dealing with that I'm sure everybody here has seen is the fact that consumers are expecting more and more targeted communications. You probably get a million different phone calls, emails every single day from telemarketers, daily deals websites, grocery stores, you name it. The one thing that we've noticed throughout this entire process is that as consumers interact with these companies, they're always generating event-based data. So you're talking transactions, email activity, web activity, et cetera. And what we've actually designed is a piece of software that takes those events and can predict what events will happen next for every single individual. And we sell that information back to our customers to essentially allow them to fully personalize every single interaction that they have with their customers. If you've ever shopped at Sleep Country Canada, Well.ca, WagJag, if you've seen an opera performance at the Canadian Opera Company, then we actually have you in our database and are modeling your future behaviors. So, but that's not what I'm going to be talking about here. If you want to know about that, let me know afterwards. What I did want to talk about is where we see this industry going within the next several years. And we really see this going in 3 different phases. And again, we'd love your feedback and questions as well. The first is what you're seeing today, which is essentially data aggregation and automated personalization. If you've seen Amazon recommend products for you, then that's essentially the type of technology that we've also built and automated and what a lot of different companies are doing today. Where we see this going in the next 6 to 12 months, though, is around automated marketing analysis. How many of you have heard of the technology or the technology company called New Relic? Again, raise your hands. All right, and not the marketers. All right, duly noted. So basically, New Relic monitors your servers and tells you if any of your servers have stopped working so that you could fix them without always checking manually. We see the same thing starting to happen within marketing, and this is actually one of the technologies we'll be launching very soon as well. If your conversion rates go down, if a certain product stops selling as well as it did yesterday, if there's a social media campaign that you didn't expect that starts around your brand and conversion rates go up, you're going to get an email notifying you or a phone call waking you up so that you could actually fix those things in the middle of the night or alternatively celebrate them. What we see in the next 12 to 18 months, or maybe 24 months, depending on how quickly things move, is fully automatic marketing optimization. And this is actually the idea around those event-based models that I mentioned, where what we're actually building is the ability to have that massive event database that's predicting what's going to happen next to then self-optimize, to actually take all of that information. When it predicts that you're going to be buying something on a Tuesday, it'll buy the ads on the real-time bidding system or on Google AdWords, on Facebook, whatever else, so that it could actually target you at that time without you having to create your own marketing copy or without having you actually say, hey, I'm going to target that person for a specific offer. How is all of this actually being generated? This is the slightly shameless plug, and I do apologize, but it's with platforms like our own. This is the type of profile that we build for every single customer that a business has. And when I say customer, I mean lead, subscriber to an email list, or anonymous website visitor. Every single action that they've gone through is logged directly on the website itself, or on our platform, excuse me. And then all of those models that you see up there, the product recommendations, lifetime value, keywords that they're going to be interested in, risk scores, are also updated automatically so that you could use them to personalize your marketing campaigns. If you're interested in funnels and funnel analytics, then you can actually search through the funnels themselves. And what I mean here is, I'll give you 2 examples that maybe could clarify this. Most of the work that happens today, if you're using Mixpanel or Kissmetrics, Google Analytics, you have to decide what are the funnels that you're interested in, number one. And number two, typically they assume that the funnels happen in a sequential order, i.e. I visit your homepage, then I go to a product page, and after that I might buy the product. And if I don't convert, then, well, you could email me or you could do something about it. But it's a very linear process. And yes, maybe that works in certain mobile apps or on certain websites, but it doesn't work if you're a sports team. It doesn't work if you're a retailer or if you're a brick and mortar shop. People go in and out, they walk around, they visit and read your emails 3 or 4 times before they actually decide to make any sort of purchases. And that's what we actually enable through our search engine. So if you do have any questions that I can't get to here, or if you want to test out the platform on your business, that's my email address right there. We'll be around for the rest of the evening, of course, and are happy to chat as well. And of course, happy to answer questions now, too. 30 minutes? Oh, OK. I tried. Sure. Anybody? Any questions? So the question was if we're targeting individuals or aggregate anonymous users. Everything we do is at the individual level. It's the specific person. If you have 10 million customers, each one of them can get a completely different set of recommendations and content generated by our platform. Yep.
So I use Shopify as my e-commerce platform. How do you guys actually pull the customer information and kind of extract all that data?
So if you're a Shopify customer, or if you use Shopify, we actually have a Shopify app. So you simply install the app through the App Store or by going to our website, and then we've literally integrated everything. We pull all of the data from Shopify and then start monitoring your website as well. The best way to use us is across multiple channels, though. So if you're also using MailChimp, we've got a MailChimp app, ExactTarget, Bronto, Magento, you name it. Yeah, it takes like 2 seconds. Is that, yeah?
If you're a startup with no data?
What if you're a startup with...
How much data do you need to start optimizing?
Ooh, good question. I would say that typically, if you have less than 5,000 leads, and by leads they could be anonymous website visitors, subscribers, whatever. If you have less than that, you should be focusing on growing your list. Sometimes we get companies coming up to us with a few hundred customers, and at that point, I mean, the only thing analytics will tell you is that you need more customers. So, which, you know, we're very happy to tell you that and charge you a premium for it, but I would say 5,000 and up is where it really starts becoming interesting for people.
Awesome. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, guys. Thanks very much.